we are going to discuss one question for geography mains. We are starting our DGMP, Daily Guidance Mentorship Program for GS students. So in that program, we have MCQs, PYQ practice questions, and daily we have 2 to 4 questions for the mains answer writing practice, where we provide the model answer, where the video explanation provided by the teacher. So this is one sample question where I give the video explanation of this question. And in that program, we provide you mentor, we provide you evaluation of the answer within 24 or at the max 48 hours. क्योंकि जितना जल्दी evaluation मिलेगा, then you can improve. So we are not taking 1 month, 15 days time. We are taking only 48 hours at the max. We try our best to give your feedback within 24 hours. So now here I take one question here for physical geography and I tell you how you can improve your score. तो question क्या है? Give an account of the source of information about Earth interior. तो Earth interior के बारे में information के बारे में question है. So nowadays in GS we have either 10 marker or 15 marker. So there is no scope for big introduction. So there can be one line introduction and one line conclusion. Main focus has to be on the body of the answer. Since these are geography answers, so diagram play very important role. And here not only content, the presentation is very important. If it is a 10 marker, so as an examiner, what we will do, see here 50% or 60-70% for content, and presentation also play very important role. So your presentation of your answer has to be good. For that, diagram flowchart play very important role. So here you have to make your diagram very neat and clean and try to make in the box, and you have to give the title for the diagram. I brief you about that. I will make one diagram for you or 2 diagram for you. So like here introduction, you can say source of, just a rough sketch, introduction, body, conclusion. The introduction, like here we know the radius of Earth is 6,370 kilometer, and it is practically impossible to reach the center and to study about the interior of Earth, that we know. So we can just introduce the topic by one statement. After that, what is important here? Body. So 1 or 2 statement more than enough, due to the scientists and engineer are collecting information and so on. Otherwise, only one statement is also okay for the introduction. Now for the body of the answer, diagram I will talk later on, but for the body of the answer, you have to mention direct sources and indirect sources. For these direct sources, there are 5-6 direct sources where you can write some information, like you can write about surface rocks. So if we study about the surface rocks, we can have idea about the interior rocks, volcanism, because in volcanism we have magma coming on the surface, that give the idea about the interior of the Earth. Then mining project, so we can drill, or in mining we go few kilometer interior of the Earth, drilling project, deep ocean drilling project, integrated ocean drilling project. But there is a limitation, like here deep ocean drilling project. So here there is one of the example for the deep ocean drilling project we have in, like here in Arctic Ocean, that is Kola in Arctic Ocean, and here this is the deepest one is 12 kilometer. क्योंकि like अर्थ को खोदना is not a easy task. अगर घर पे ही ड्रिल लगवानी हो, 4 इंच की दीवार है, तो कई बार तो ड्रिल मशीन टूट जाती है. And this is the earth actually. तो कितनी भी हैवी ड्रिलिंग मशीन बना लो आप, तो you cannot go up to the center. इट इज नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल, मतलब सेंटर में जा ही नहीं पाएगा, आपकी ड्रिलिंग मशीन मैग्मा में जाके मेल्ट ही हो जाएगी. तो 12 किलोमीटर तक ड्रिल किया आर्कटिक ओशन में. तो हियर, सो दीज आर द डायरेक्ट सोर्सेज, बट गोइंग अप टू अ डेप्थ ऑफ 6,000 इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. तो यू कैन मेंशन दिस. तो दीज आर द डायरेक्ट सोर्सेज. सम स्टूडेंट व्हाट दे डू, दे मिस द डायरेक्ट सोर्सेज. वो बोलते हैं डायरेक्ट सोर्सेज इतने हेल्पफुल तो है नहीं, तो वी हैव टू राइट अबाउट इनडायरेक्ट सोर्सेज. एंड आई हैव सीन इन द आंसर, स्टूडेंट क्या करेंगे, सिर्फ पी वेव और एस वेव ही लिखते हैं, तो आपका आंसर हाफ होगा. फिर वो पी वेव एस वेव इंपॉर्टेंट है टू नो अबाउट द इंटीरियर ऑफ द अर्थ, बट आपको कुछ और इंफॉर्मेशन भी तो देनी है. एग्जामिनर को बताना कि ये डायरेक्ट सोर्सेज है, क्विकली एक पैराग्राफ में लिख दो, फिर उनकी लिमिटेशन बता के क्विकली इनडायरेक्ट सोर्सेज के बारे में आप बताएंगे, और फिर बताएंगे हमें पी वेव और एस वेव कैसे हेल्प करती है टू नो अबाउट द इंटीरियर ऑफ द अर्थ. मतलब sometimes I have seen student, they think कि एग्जामिनर को ये तो आता है तो I will not write this. भाई एग्जामिनर को सब कुछ आता है, but you have to write relevant point related to that question. ठीक है, तभी तो एग्जामिनर आपको मार्क्स देगा. एग्जामिनर के पास एक मॉडल आंसर है, पॉइंट मैच करेगा, तो देन विल चेक कि आपको 10 में से कितने मार्क्स देने हैं, 15 में से कितने मार्क्स देने. तो आपको डायरेक्ट सोर्सेज थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ करना पड़ेगा, यू हैव टू राइट अबाउट दिस। फिर आपको लिखना है अबाउट इनडायरेक्ट सोर्सेज। अब जैसे इनडायरेक्ट सोर्सेज में वी विल डिस्कस दिस सिस्मिक एक्टिविटीज इन डिटेल, क्योंकि यही इंपॉर्टेंट है, सिस्मिक एक्टिविटीज वाला पार्ट। ओके, so we will talk about the seismic activities in detail. Next is meteorites. So this meteorites like here, तो meteorites से क्या होता है, क्योंकि जो like in our solar system, तो ये भी तो अर्थ मटेरियल जैसा ही तो है, तो it is made of the same material as earth made of. तो we get a idea कि अर्थ में क्या होना चाहिए अगर we will study this gravitation, magnetic field, तो that give a idea about the interior of the earth. तो ना हियर आफ्टर दिस अबाउट इनडायरेक्ट सोर्सेज, तो आपको सिस्मिक एक्टिविटीज के बारे में डिटेल में यू हैव टू मेंशन अबाउट प्राइमरी वेव एंड द सेकेंडरी वेव, पी वेव, एस वेव. Okay, and then you have to write about the property of P wave, S wave. S wave passes through only solid, ठीक है, whereas P wave passes through liquid as well as solid. But when there is a change in the density और थोड़ा change हो जाती है, we will draw a diagram for P and S wave shadow zone, वो आपको बनाना है, तो I will make the diagram for you. तो S wave क्या है? S wave also known as shear wave. S wave को shear wave भी बोलते हैं and it passes through solid, क्योंकि solid का जो है shear strength ज्यादा होती है, तो it passes through solid. तो S wave doesn't passes through liquid. So what is important? So इसकी वजह से like here after that what you have to do, you have to make a diagram P and S wave shadow zone. Better if you have a time you can make a separate for P wave and you can make a separate for S wave. Okay, so here what is important here, this is inner core, outer core, so you can draw your S wave like this. I'm using multiple color, but you cannot afford to use, you can use two color, three thing, pencil, if you can make diagram with pencil, wonderful thing, or you can use blue or black ballpoint pen, never use green, red, multiple color, क्योंकि एग्जामिनर थोड़ा मतलब इरिटेट ना हो जाए और लाइक मे बी एग्जामिनर को अच्छा नहीं लगे, एंड रेड पेन तो कभी भी यूज मत करना. तो हियर इफ वी विल सी, तो दिस इज एस वेव passes through solid. So this is in some of the sources it is mentioned 105 degree, 103 degree. So this is 103 degree, 103 degree from this point. From 0 to 103 degree we can find the S wave, and this is shadow zone of S wave. So you write shadow zone of S wave. Now here this is for P wave. So this is 103 degree only. Here this is liquid. लिक्विड से एस वेव पास नहीं होती, एस सॉलिड, एस सॉलिड ऐसा याद रख लेना. शेयर वेव होती है, तो शेयर वेव क्या है, जो शेयर स्ट्रेंथ जो होती है सॉलिड की ज्यादा होती है, तो वो सॉलिड से ही पास होती है, लिक्विड से नहीं पास होती. जस्ट टू रिमेंबर दैट. सो पी वेव का क्या होता है, व्हेन डेंसिटी चेंजेस फ्रॉम सॉलिड टू लिक्विड, तो ये रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगी, थोड़ा सा चेंज हो जाएगा इसमें like this. So what we have for P wave, it is 0 degree, 0 से 103 degree you will find the P wave, 0 to 103 degree you will find the P wave. This is 142 degree and this is 142 degree on this side. So here also we have P wave, but here we have a gap. तो यहाँ पे P wave shadow zone है, तो you can write in the title. So here P wave or shadow zone of P wave. And I suggest you, if you want to really score good marks in geography, it may cost 10-15 seconds extra. So what you do, you make the box for this. बिकॉज डायग्राम जो है पिक्टोरल थिंग है, आप भी अगर कोई न्यूज़पेपर देख रहे हो, वहां पे कंटेंट और डायग्राम है, तो आपकी आईज डायग्राम की तरफ पहले जाते हैं, आई कैचिंग होते हैं डायग्राम। सिमिलरली फॉर एग्जामिनर, सेम ह्यूमन बीइंग, तो डायग्राम पहले चेक किए जाएंगे, और डायग्राम डर्टी होंगे, सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी नहीं होंगे, तो एग्जामिनर विल कट और डिडक्ट सम ऑफ द मार्क्स। तो डायग्राम पे ज्यादा एफर्ट डालो। एंड आई हैव सीन स्टूडेंट वो डायग्राम प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं करते, तो आई सजेस्ट यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस योर डायग्राम एंड मेक श्योर योर डायग्राम आर नीट एंड क्लीन एंड दैट इज इन द बॉक्स। अच्छा, what you can do, you can make one more diagram about the interior of the earth. We know there are some discontinuity, we have Moho discontinuity, and there is a confusion about lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere, barysphere, core, inner core is there, outer core is there, ठीक है जी, inner mantle is there and upper mantle is there, lower mantle is there. So here this is crust, and for this inside I write Sial, S-I-A-L. Okay, this is mantle. In mantle we have upper mantle, this is lower mantle. There is a asthenosphere here. Some part of the upper mantle is asthenosphere, which is in the molten stage. Here this is lithosphere. This part is asthenosphere. This is lithosphere. Lithosphere is solid. Now next this is mesosphere. So you write this mesosphere. This is also solid. Now next is what we have. We divide this core in two parts, outer core and inner core. This is outer core. This is inner core. This is known as barysphere. And what is important here, this outer core is liquid, inner core is solid. And how we come to know about this? Because of the P wave, S wave. Okay. This is Sial. Here this is mantle, here is Sima. And this is NiFe. Iron is there, nickel is there. So it is more denser. Okay. Now next is you can write about discontinuity. Here between this crust and mantle we have Moho discontinuity. Moho discontinuity. Okay, so we have Moho discontinuity. Next we have Rapiti. R-A-P-E-T-I. So this is Rapiti disc. R-A-P-E-T-T-I discontinuity, which is between upper mantle and the lower mantle. And there is a discontinuity between outer core and inner core, which is known as Lehman. Lehman discontinuity. So here same thing. You have to draw this diagram in a box. And you can put a title here, different layers of earth. Okay, so idea is if you write the title, it take only 2 seconds, but it have very positive impact on the examiner. कि आपने diagram बड़ा neat and clean बनाया, that is in the box. And I also experienced the same thing. In one of the mains I got very less marks, but next time I got very good marks in geography optional because of the presentation. करके देखना आप, test series में you can try this. तो presentation play very important role. Okay. Now next is So after that, you can write a conclusion of 1 or 2 sentences like here, enriching knowledge and detailed research of Earth interior would further open new horizon and mystery of the earth and help us to be the better aware of future environmental and the natural calamities. थोड़ा सा कुछ भी एक statement. And if you don't write the conclusion, then also it doesn't matter nowadays, especially for geography question, because it is factual, okay, and like we have diagram. तो डायग्राम ही इतना मतलब इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले कर देंगे, एग्जामिनर कुछ और देख ही नहीं पाएगा. एंड आई टेल यू, इफ योर डायग्राम है रियली गुड, एग्जामिनर कंटेंट भी नहीं पड़ेगा, डायग्राम देख के विल गिव यू वेरी गुड मार्क्स. यू कैन स्कोर 60 to 70% मार्क्स इन ज्योग्राफी आंसर if you can make really neat and clean diagram with title and in this box. Okay, so this is the idea. So we are starting our DZMP program, daily guidance mentorship program. So like where we have daily plan, we give you PYQ, we give you MCQs practice daily. It means answer writing, you have mentor, you have evaluator, and there are around 6-7 faculties. Weekly there will be interaction with the faculties as well. Okay, thank you very much.